Welcome back. You're listening to the Home and Health Show here on WMUZ 1035 The Light. I'm Chris Ayotte, your host this morning. Thank you so much for stopping by and sharing your Saturday morning with us. We're joined by our friend and guest, Kaylajoy. She is the owner and president of RC Heating and Cooling out of Shelby Township. Talking about all things heating and cooling today, mainly cooling, Kayla, because it is summertime in Michigan. And, you know, you think about, and you mentioned this in our last segment, the seasonality here and how we work our system in the summer, especially with our AC units, trying to keep it to a certain temperature in the house. Some people are trying to save money given the cost of energy these days and inflation. Every single cent saved really is important to homeowners. So we're going to talk a little bit about some tips, some tricks, maybe some things to keep in mind so that you can prolong your system as possible. Because, I mean, this can be one of the most expensive home costs for any homeowner out there that may be overworking their system or not running it efficiently and therefore having to replace it sooner than they want.
Yeah, absolutely. So the less you overuse your items, like anything, it's going to not break down, right? So same with our cars, that's where they put mileages on there. And once you get to 100,000, then it goes down, right? So it's the same thing with overuse of your system. A lot of things that you can do are pretty mindless, but you don't realize that you need to do these things to help on your bills. So a main thing that you can do specifically right now during the summer is close your curtains and your blinds. Keep those closed as much as possible that you can. Make sure that you have proper insulation everywhere. So definitely in your attic, your windows, your doors. So like your door jambs, if you don't have that piece of rubber there to keep the light and wind and air out, definitely, put that in there. Same with your windows. Cook outside. I mean, we love to grill in the summer, our short 3 months that we get here in Michigan. So cooking outside is going to help a lot. Obviously, we don't like to use our ovens during the summer, or generally it makes our house.
All that heat that gets trapped in the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the worst. That's why I love the fact they came out with air fryers, because it doesn't heat the whole house up like that. So invest in better windows. Either way, windows are big giant holes in your house anyway, but they do have Energy Star certified ones and more energy efficient ones, thicker pane glasses and things like that. So that's always a good add-on if you need them. Definitely look for ones that are higher efficiency. I've always said as well, smart homes, because now we're all technically, everything's an app. And so
it is for you, that's for sure. You're just so app savvy. I love that. I mean, that's awesome.
I have my app on my phone for my Sensi thermostat, actually. So, I'm kind of lazy sometimes. I lay in bed and I'm like, man, it's really hot. I just go on my phone, put down a couple of degrees, and air turns on. So smart thermostat is a great thing to have. Programming, making sure that you have proper programming when you're not there. Turn up the degrees a few. Obviously, you don't want to cool a space that you're not in. Shut down registers. So the registers where your air comes out of, there's a little damper on there. Shut those down in the
rooms you don't use.
Yeah, because again, you're just wasting air and energy into some place that you're not using anyway. So making sure that those are closed, and then obviously. So filters, always changing your filters in your furnace. Minimum every 3 months is key. If you have pets, make sure you change them monthly, especially dogs, long-haired items. And so when you have a dirty filter, your blower motor, so the motor that blows the air into your home, gets air restricted. So it overheats, overruns, and so you want to make sure you have proper airflow.
So, I mean, there are those that probably are following what you are saying. There are others that may not understand really all the, the ups and the downs of how the system works, and yet They want to run it efficiently. Yes. They want it to last as long as possible, and they want to keep their energy bills as low as possible given the economy and inflation right now. And this is where RC Heating and Cooling comes into play. I mean, you guys have some great maintenance plans, kind of the small, medium, and large, or the high, medium, or the low, medium, and high, which, depending on the level of service people want, maintaining the system is probably as important as anything for the homeowner.
That's number one. It's key, 1,000%. You know, you want to change the oil in your car, so you also want to change the oil in your furnace and air conditioner, essentially. So yeah, maintaining it, keeping it clean, free of debris. The cottonwoods are really bad in a lot of locations here in Michigan. Keeping that, I call it a blanket, because when you look at it, you're like, oh, it looks fine. But when you get closer, it looks like a blanket of dust that's, sucked in there. And so keeping that clean. And again, filters, and smart thermostat programming. So maintain all the efficiency, help last the life of your units, and then you don't have to replace them as often. And when you do need to replace them, make sure you get a high efficiency furnace and air conditioner.
And you can help there as well. I mean, you're offering, which is wonderful, a 15% discount on all of your maintenance plans, whether it's the performance plan that starts as little as $22 a month, or the peace of mind, or the ultimate plan. Tell us a little bit about what the maintenance plans include.
So we are different than a lot of other heating and cooling companies because we do same day or next day service appointments. So with these, you basically are first on the list because you are in our family system, right? So there's a 21-point inspection that they start with. They check over every single piece, part, electrical part, grease look at the greasing and the bolts and all that. It's so crazy. They go through everything. It's great. And then, same day, next day priority. You also get on the ultimate plan, you can, 3 times a year, filters, we maintain your humidifier, your condensate pump, anything that you got. We look at it, we give you notes afterward and let you know, like, hey, everything's working properly, everything is good, no issues, or let's get ahead of something. Your humidifier is not working right now. Let's see if we can replace it in the future or something like that. So
yeah, very important across the board. And if a homeowner is really operating with the proper maintenance on their heating and cooling system, how long on average do these systems last in the average home?
So I actually have a lot of people that I was talking to recently, which is crazy. The older systems were lasting 25, 28, 30 years. Now
they don't make them like they used to.
No. And the reason why is there's so many more pieces and parts that break down quicker over time, especially with misuse and people not properly maintaining their units. So I would say maybe 15 years now, sometimes 18 years, depending on how many components that you get in your system. More fancy, more money, and they break down a little bit quicker.
Yeah. So again, for summertime, what are some of the things that people, again, should just be thinking to stay ahead of the curve, as you say?
So definitely have to maintenance your units. That is, staying on top of your maintenance is going to keep you ahead of the game already because you already are in the know now what's going to break down over time and what's good to go. But making sure that you keep an eye on everything. If you hear a weird noise, check it out. Don't ignore it. If it's, if you're not comfortable, let's come do an energy audit and see how we can make it more comfortable that way. So just stay in the now and try and just keep an eye on everything and keep it clean. And
no shame in the game of contacting you and getting a maintenance plan in order, even if the system doesn't have any major problems, because I know you're seeing a lot of homeowners who have emergency issues.
Yeah.
But it'd be better to get ahead of it.
Well, you always want to get ahead of everything, right? So that you're not put in a predicament where it's 100 degrees outside with 100% humidity and you have no heat, no cooling. Maintenance plan is going to get ahead of it. Even if you have a brand new home, a brand new system, you still want to be on a maintenance plan. It's not often that brand new units break down, but it does happen. Humans make human errors, and even in manufacturing companies, it could be a manufacturing issue or something like that. But if you have a maintenance plan, we come out and it's under warranty. Let's get it under warranty while it's under warranty. So you want to stay ahead of the game on that by just making sure that you get on a maintenance plan. And even if you don't want to clean it, why don't we come? Let us do it.
Yeah. And folks, that's why RC Heating and Cooling is offering all of our WMUZ listeners a 15% discount on all of their maintenance plans, performance, peace of mind, and ultimate. You can learn more at rcheatcool.com, or you can give them a call today at 586-991-5990. That's 586-991-5990. We'll continue here on the Home and Health Show on WMUZ 103.5 The Light, Detroit made, Bible strong.